Thursday as these two rivals are set to square off, and we are set to bring it to you. A live look at D.W. Reynolds Razorback Stadium. It's the Texas A&M Aggies and the Arkansas Razorbacks. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Hey guys, the Razorback head coach told me pregame, this running back has been unstoppable this season. He is ranked top 5 in the country in rushing yards, and people are starting to mention his name in the Heisman talk. He is really devastating at the line of scrimmage, showing patience running behind blocks. And coach said he belongs in this conversation as long as he keeps his head down and continues to do his job. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. And the Razorbacks headed for the ball, and we're ready for action. And he's coming out of the end zone. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. The Aggies offense will have the football first. Last time these two squared off in the Southwest Classic, it was the Aggies gigging the Razorbacks in a close one.
I think we saw a lot of mental toughness in that game, too, by Texas A&M. Things didn't always go great, but they were always seemingly able to respond, and I think that's going to be a big key in this one, Dave.
And which one can keep their cool? In these rivalry games, sometimes it pops a little bit more. There's more emotion, and there's more adrenaline, and sometimes you can make some bad decisions. A&M did a good job last year, but a big challenge with the Razorbacks today.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Quarterback keeps it. Oh, he's got some space. Crosses midfield. Inside the 30. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
Well, this offense watched their opponents struggle in their last game. They knew that there were some places they could try to attack, especially running the football, and they wasted no time. Opening drive, and they generated an explosive play.
Throws it off the RPO. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Offenses want to get the ball to their playmakers really fast. And they try to throw the wide receiver screen, but how about the defender? Right there in his space, got him on the ground as soon as he caught it. He was ready for that play.
Looking for a man, it's Potts. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be third down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. He'll try to do it himself. And slides a little early and short, and now it's going to be fourth down. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Razorbacks offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. And here comes the man that makes this offense go. He had a tough game in that loss last time out. 3 times he threw picks and only 1 touchdown pass. Hits inside. It's Duggan. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. Let's talk for a second about Arkansas. At this point in the season, you're probably, if the playoff starts today, but it doesn't. A long way to go, and the margins will be extra thin from here on out.
No, because if the season ended today, you're basically right on the cusp outside of the top 5, so you need to keep winning. You need to keep the intensity up, playing with a sense of urgency. For the second half of the season, David, I think that's a massive key for this team.
Man, it's so hard with young kids, 17, 18, 19, 20 years old, to get them to continue to focus.
Snags it, and he's open. Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a first down. The Razorbacks come to the line with a new set of downs. Breaks into the open. Past the 30. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. A first down for the offense. Fresh set of downs going up top. Firing to the right, complete. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Right back to the well. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Drives inside. He'll be stopped short. It'll be 4th down, and let's see what the decision is here. They could tie the game here with a field goal, but instead looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. Got to make the play on 4th. Lets it fly. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. And the roll. Reverberating throughout this stadium as the defense has them pinned deep. Just smothered on the play.
And this offense doesn't have much space to go backwards anymore. They've given that up, man. You got to be physical. You got to find a way to get this ball out of the area of your own end zone. You don't want to flirt with the safety, and that means being physical and getting your back downhill, not going backwards.
And the running game has gone in the wrong direction. The offense tries to turn it around and go forward on 3rd down. This quarterback, part of their running game. Couldn't get it out of the end zone, and it's a safety. So after giving up the deuce on the safety, now they'll be able to kick it away without a rush from the 20. Trying to get started. Final play of the quarter coming. On the ground, it's Duggan. And he's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, and that'll do it for the 1st quarter. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Wants to pass. They're all over him. Going to try to get it himself. Slides past the sticks, and he converts on 2nd and long. Great awareness on the scramble. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going to the air. Had to throw it before he wanted. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down. These two old SWC rivals might have taken a bit of a hiatus in their series, but once the Aggies came to the SEC, Things ratcheted back up quickly.
Right, and that's been some of the cool side of conference expansion, right? You got this rivalry renewed from a long time ago. But since joining the conference, A&M has dominated Arkansas. Arkansas looking to get a little payback.
It always feels big when you watch this game. And we've seen so many of these games in recent years being played at Jerry World. And with all the speed on the field from both sides, this is always, I think, one of the more fun games to watch every season.
Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row. And the Razorbacks line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Man, a lot of times offenses, they feel really good when it's second and short after a good run on first down. You'll see them be aggressive. They choose to run the football, defense ready, now setting up a third and short situation. Are they going to run it 3 times in a row? The defense probably going to be ready for that.
Texas A&M back to work with another first down. Back to pass, it's Potts. Makes the grab.
When you get man coverage, you definitely like taking advantage of the inside really quickly. Running a nice slant rack real quick, being physical, getting on the inside, quarterback putting it right on the line.
The Aggies in a good spot here with second and short. Tight end now in motion. The ride. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
Yeah, when you get penetration by that defense right away, and there's no way to cut at all for that back, he gets destroyed right away. No way that play was going to be successful. Way too much penetration.
Throws for the tight end. Got a man in the middle. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. And the Aggies are rolling down the field. They're going back to the ground. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves. They think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Snaps it in the shotgun. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Ball's at the 24. A lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. Moves the pocket. It's Potts. Shoots it to the left. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Let's see. He can block. He can catch. He can run. Yeah, let's just forget about the blocking for now. The catching, the running, the scoring is dangerous.
And they do the dirty work, but this is what they would prefer to do. These guys want to catch touchdown passes. Most of these guys were wide receivers in high school, and they show you why. They'll go up, get that football, make plays for their quarterback.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to... And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. If they're going to get anything going on this drive, they better be productive here on 2nd and long from the 10. They'll run the screen. He'll be dropped. Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their first. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. Going to have to come up with a play on 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. And it's knocked away, incomplete on 3rd down. The Razorbacks will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Looking for room. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. They take over late and they have enough time to put together a drive. Motion from the wide receiver. To throw, it's Potts. Just a short pass to the tight end. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything, get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Fresh set of downs going up top. Throws to the back. Makes the grab. Touchdown! Once he got... Boom, it was over. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And with the extra point, they move on top by 15.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Under pressure. Left side, it's Davis. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a 1st down here late in the half. The Razorbacks take their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw on 1st. Unloads to the wideout. Working the middle. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Fresh center downs going to the air. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down. Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. No good. Missed opportunity with the field goal, and the deficit is still 15. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country. And he takes this from inside the 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. The Razorbacks offense set to begin this drive. Down 2 possessions to start this 3rd quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the 2nd half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one, put your best plays together, start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a 1st down for this offense. And the Razorbacks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Straight ahead, it's Duggan. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Right back to it. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Right side, it's Duggan. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. The Razorbacks, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Follows his blocks. It's Duggan. Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
That's caught. It's Pierce. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
The offense really struggled in the first half of this game, so it was important coming out of halftime. They were able to generate some momentum and get some rhythm offensively. And right now they look like they have it on this drive. Great news to see the quarterback make that last throw there to pick up the first down. They need him to play great in the second half.
2nd down, gonna throw it. A strike downfield. He's forced out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4, and they save the touchdown, at least for now.
Yeah, I think if you're on offense right now, you're thinking, I don't know if our defense can stop them. They couldn't do it the last drive out. We're down a lot on the scoreboard right now, so we need to score touchdowns every time we have the ball. That was a big play for them, but they got to cap this thing off.
Got his man out of the backfield. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. Barrels ahead. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. And they've moved closer and closer, and still they need 2 yards, 3rd and goal. And he charges across the line. Touchdown, Razorbacks. The first score of the game for the man who leads the nation in rushing touchdowns. And he tacks on the extra point.
And I love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. I trust my offensive line to pave the way, give the ball to my running back, and know he's going to physically punch this thing into the end zone.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop. Here comes the Aggies offense out to start this drive. So after watching their defense immediately give up a touchdown drive here in the 3rd quarter, they'll try to answer here. Uh-oh, look out. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
The fake wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. There he goes down the right side. The 30. Past the 20. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Play action on first down. He wants to go deep. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Wants to throw on third. Out wide left, it's Duggan. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put the...
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense picks it up.
And it's an ancient proverb for a reason.
Coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. Can't make the catch. It's incomplete, and that drop might have cost him a big play on first down.
We know about this running back's versatility. He's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to...
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. And they don't want to waste this great field position here on third and long. Looking to throw, it's Potts. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Finds a soft spot in the middle. He is stopped well short of the first down marker at the 15, and let's see what they do on fourth. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. And to christen this fourth quarter, they'll try to hang a 3 on the board. There is no doubt, at this point of the game, this crowd knows how big this kick could be.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
The Arkansas offense heads onto the field. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing this ball game. There he goes! He now has 80 yards on the ground, and he just continues to turn in productive performance after productive performance. That's how you lead the nation in rushing. Here comes the heat. Rolling, throwing, looking right. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. The run inside. It's Duggan. Enough to move the chains. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense.
You know, in the modern era of college football, with everybody throwing it, it becomes harder and harder for running backs to put up big-time numbers. With that last carry, though, this guy's got 1,000 yards rushing on the season.
Look out! Caught over the middle. It's Pierce. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. And the Razorbacks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Snags it over the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Fires to the end zone. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. 2nd and long here. Running inside. It's Duggan. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. The Razorbacks will hustle to the line. With the run on 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Arkansas. Touchdown run.
This guy's had a lot of success throughout his career, but 40 touchdowns is something that's pretty commendable, David. He continues to challenge himself each and every game and every year to get better.
Yeah, just the consistency has been so impressive. The offense is built around him. Like, he's going to get the football, he's going to be featured, and still finds the end zone week after week.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. Turning it on. Past the 6. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49.
And he finally breaks one. They get rewarded. They've been trying to run the football, Palmer, but just haven't had success all day.
Yeah, and the staff never gave up on him, too, right? They kept giving him opportunities, and maybe that's the run that starts to open things up here later in this game for this guy.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Hauls it in. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. Texas A&M ready to go with another 1st down. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Little too soft in that run defense. He picks up 4 to the 32. Halfway there on 1st down. It's 2nd and 5. Wide receiver going in motion. From the gun, the running back has it. Down he goes.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
They'll ride him again. He's got enough. There's a crease. Touchdown, Aggies! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the 4th.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
On the run from inside his own 5. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays in this.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Took it all the way back to the house. With that score, it looks as if this bunch is about to go 6-1.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stops. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Quick give. It's Duggan. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
On third down, he drops to throw. Trying to escape and get it himself. At the 35, he's open. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor.
Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
Back to pass on second down. Hums it downfield. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. They have work in front of them on third and short from the 42. From the gun, wants to pass. Left side, it's Duggan. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32. And the Razorbacks want to crank the tempo.
And as a quarterback, man, you have to have a short memory, right? Be able to put mistakes behind you. He threw an interception last possession. Who cares? Nice job coming out, getting organized, getting the play down, having confidence, and now they're moving the ball right down the field.
Long way to go on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Out wide right, it's Duggan. Runs it all the way down, almost to the 10. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 12. The Razorbacks have it with a first and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Duggan. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Wants to go up top on second down. He wants it all. Punches it into the hallelujah land for a touchdown. PAT unit on the field. Smashes it through for the PAT. So an 82-yard drive there. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. Not only the scoreboard, but the clock on the side of the offense as they've taken the lead, though the D can stop it a couple more times. With the 12th man standing at the ready, and at times it seemed as if A&M needed them, the Aggies take down the Razorbacks and win this rivalry game. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis, saying goodbye, everybody.